Welcome back everyone, my name is Rainer and this is episode 4 of Luxury Utopia in Oxygen Not Included. In the last third episode, we focused mainly around this Dracket ranch that I set up. We created a top layer of hydrogen, bottom layer of carbon dioxide so that our Dracklets can eat this mealwood, and hopefully in the future they will turn into glossy Dracklets, or they lay glossy Dracklet eggs. They don't have a very high chance yet, but hopefully that will speed up very soon. What we also did is we set up these Atmo suits because we don't want our duplicants to try and breathe in here, and we don't want them to get the soaking wet debuff every time. So we set up this as well. For that we need oxygen, of course, so we made this simple, very basic gas pump with a super basic also filter here, so that we try to make sure that only oxygen comes here. This is not fail-proof, so if we have overpressure in this area, this gas vent cannot off gas the wrong gas, so wrong gas can come in here. And we made this oxygen creation system, which is very, very basic. I don't think it can be much more basic than this. We separate the hydrogen from the oxygen, which comes in out here, and we try to cool the oxygen with the water that we use to produce the oxygen. So yeah, this does not have any overpressure stuff, and that is also causing this area here to be overpressured with oxygen. Right now I stopped this so it doesn't happen. But yeah, this system needs to be improved a bit, and I think I'm gonna encapsulate this area where we are producing oxygen with a wall, and then we put our pump, or maybe two pumps, in that room so that we can pump out oxygen in a controlled way, that we don't pump out other gases. That is one thing I want to fix, so this is not fail-proof, so I want to fix that. The other thing I want to get into is actually the next step of research. And if you look at the research, we have the basic, we have the advanced research, and then all of a sudden we get this yellow research, which is called applied sciences research. You can unlock that with here, this materials science research. It's not applied. So it has a couple of names. Applied sciences research. It can be conducted at the materials study terminal. And here is materials science research capability. Here's the materials study terminal as well. And this thing had the basic research consumes dirt. The advanced research consumes water. And this one consumes Radbolts. And Radbolts is, in this game, basically a kind of controlled radiation. You can create Radbolts in a couple of ways, but in general you need a lot of electricity as well to generate it. But you also need radiation for that. So it's a combination of radiation and electricity. So here's a manual Radbolt generator, which which refines radioactive ores. So you need things like uranium for that. We don't have that yet. I know there's a patch, but I'm not going to use that. But actually we want to have this Radbolt generator, which attracts nearby radiation to generate Radbolts. And nearby radiation, we'll get into that later on. This Radbolt reflector is also very useful to redirect the Radbolts that are actually being shot out in the correct direction. So for science, we want to do this. We want to get both of these, and I actually want to have a little bit more science than this, but we'll get into that later on. As I said, we need a lot of power, and I want to actually make these power cables that we have right now, they can handle 1000 watts. We often get very close to that. So I want to make more copper. We have 600 kilograms, which is not nearly enough. So I'm gonna make something like 50 extra of these. I want to set this to 8. I think I want to enable one of these because we are gonna work a bit on this here. Yeah. So let's do this actually first. And this also costs us copper because we're going to add some pipes. I'm gonna make this all pipes. I can actually do it like this. It doesn't matter. And actually the bottom ones here, they don't have to be radiant, so we're gonna exchange them for regular pipes, which we just can do like this, and nothing will happen, because here will be the floor of our oxygen room, where we collect the oxygen that we're gonna expel in a controlled way. Also, we want to deconstruct this here to make some room. And I think, yeah, I even want to deconstruct the ladder at some point. So let's deconstruct this already a little bit, like one by one. And I might actually be able to deconstruct everything here. Yeah, let's just deconstruct the whole ladder. And then I build a new ladder here. And I want to build a bit of a ladder here, so we can get back into this room. And we can deconstruct that as soon as we need to. So I want to start by adding the roof. I want to build this from top to bottom to make sure that... let me see. Yeah, this line is okay. Is this okay? This is fine, right? This pipe here. Yeah, that works. So I want to start doing... Actually, we can do all of this. It's just that I don't want to build underneath something else. I want everything to fall out of this room. What kind of oxygen do we have in here? All pure oxygen. Let's make sure that it stays that way. But yeah, we're building all of this first. I actually also can start adding in the gas pumps. I can just make them out of copper, I guess. Let's make two. One there and one there. And make gas pipes like that. And then we're going out like something like this. Yeah, and then we also need power in here. Conductive wire. I want to make all of that conductive wire. And this also. And then I think we're either gonna come up. Maybe we just come up here, and then this is gonna be connected anyway. And then maybe I'll cancel this, and then I'll actually deconstruct all of this and all of this. And then I'll connect this, I guess through... Do I want to have this? Because now I give those always power. I guess it's okay. Yeah, I can come up here and then out of here. And this is gonna be our main power line. I guess I can deconstruct those. Because this here right now doesn't need power. Yep, okay. Let's get to work, dupes. See, these are not built yet. But yeah, there's some copper ore on top of this, but that doesn't really matter. Oh, they are picking it up. But yeah, let's let them build a bit here first, before we continue. Actually, these gas pumps, I don't want them to run always, so I want to have also a atmo sensor here to make sure we don't pump this room completely out. That would be a shame. So I'm gonna do this and this. See, here's already polluted oxygen. And that should go out here. Well, that's not overpressure, so it should work. So while our dupes are building this, I want to show you guys the stuff of radiation. So these shine bugs, they actually generate rats per cycle, and rats are things that in combination with power, you can turn them into radbolts. But these things just fly around all the time, so it's very inefficient, or very... At least at this point in the game, it's not very convenient to use them to generate radbolts. We also have this patch here where we have uranium ore. Uranium, as you probably know, is very radioactive. But I am not going to go into this. This is something that I'll work on maybe at a later moment when we use nuclear power maybe. There is actually a third way to use radiation, and that is by going into... And we don't see it at the moment, I think. No, shine bug. Yeah, we don't see them at the moment, but there's wheezeworts somewhere in these cold areas, usually. So we're going to dig into those areas to make sure that we get some wheezeworts, because they generate a lot of radiation. So I'm going to do it like this to make sure that if we get any water here, that it doesn't come out. And then I'm just gonna dig on, see what we find. But yeah, this will be a side task. I want them to focus on this here, all of this first. All right, let's let them continue working here. I guess, yeah, Devin is working hard on getting this stuff ready. How are our stone hatchlings doing? They're incubating. Let's again connect these. Oops. Connect these lines. Can we do both? Now we wait for... What was it? Forgot his name. Vitals. Frankie. Of course, Frankie. To come and hug these eggs. There's Frankie. Alright. That's one. 2.4 cycles lullabies. And the other one, 2.4 cycles. Nice. In the meantime, we have our materials study. And we have this manual Radbolt generator, which I guess this is the thing that uses uranium ore to create Radbolts, but I'm not super sure. But yeah, we need one more research item here. In the meantime, we're still working on this. Water pipes are done. Let's redirect those radiant liquid pipes. So they can go like this and they can go like this. And we can cut those lines. So now we cool this whole room, the oxygen in the whole room, and also the gas pumps. Okay, this all is now working. I don't want this all to work though. Automation is done. Gas is done. I want to disconnect one of these gas pumps because I don't want them to both pump all the time. It's a little bit much power. Actually, what I can already do is remove that gas pump and remove this vent, and then remove the rest of this automation. Actually, do I want to remove the automation? I guess I don't. Let's do it like that. We're gonna catch this polluted oxygen, and we're gonna deconstruct those two like that. Now we have a little bit here to work with while we are building up the rest of this stuff. Let's deconstruct that one. Ah, seems that some hydrogen got in here. That's annoying. So we need to deconstruct, let's do this one. There's some polluted oxygen hovering here as well that I'm really looking out for. I don't want it to go in there. Otherwise, I guess what we could do... Okay, this hydrogen is coming out really quick. So let's build this again. Now we can turn on the system. That creates an overpressure and that causes the wrong gases not to go in here anymore. That's what I'm gonna do now. ALC will be blowing out all of the gases. Now I can remove this and this. You should also not go in the air. Okay, I guess we're gonna kill that one. And then we close this off ASAP. And that should be our oxygen system in a controlled manner. This is still going, so that's fine. Alright, so now this is going to get a lot of pressure in the meantime. While we are doing this, I could have connected this as well, but I don't really care about that. We're just gonna use the water. But I don't want it to run that much right now, so I'm gonna disconnect it for now. Anyway, we have radiation now. We have Radbolt generator and Radbolt reflector. So I want to set up a station where we can use the... Where is it? Station, the materials study terminal. And I guess we can do that somewhere here. Yeah, so we're gonna do that here. I'm gonna use actually insulated tiles. We need to make this whole floor. This as well. Maybe on the edge here it's not really necessary. Let's make this sandstone like that. Let's just make a door here. That's all okay. And I want to deconstruct those two. And I also want to, yeah, I need some room here. I think I want to deconstruct all of this. Let's not deconstruct these ladders just yet. I want to deconstruct this lab window and a bit of here. Yeah, I'm gonna set this up later on. We need to find some wheeze first. We're digging into here. Here's our first wheeze. And if we look at radiation, you can see this thing generates 468 rads per cycle, which is a lot. If we look again at these shine boxes, 59, 58, and this in its natural habitat, 133. So yeah, wheeze are really, really strong when it comes to radiation generation. So we're gonna dig out these wheeze. Hopefully we'll find a couple more. And then we're gonna set up a system down here. So let's go back into here. I want to have a Radbolt generator, and in order not to, well, this thing will shoot Radbolts in the direction of the arrow that you see at the top item. You can change the direction, but if I change it to the right, and the science lab here is full of Radbolts, then the Radbolt will shoot through this input and it might hit my duplicant. So that's not nice. So what I'm going to do instead is shoot the Radbolt diagonally up. You can also select a diagonal direction, and that way it will fly over in this direction. And our duplicants will never be on this spot, so it should be always safe. In order to place that, I need to remove this already. So I'm going to do that. Let me see. Then we also need a reflector. So if we shoot from here through here, it will end up here. And I don't want Radbolts, if they hit a wall, it could be that they generate nuclear waste. And I prefer that not to drop on our duplicants. So we're going to catch it here in another input. And from there, I'm going to shoot it back down, so we don't get any problems with that. So yeah, let's let them work on this a bit. Okay, they're clearing the area here. Let's see, radiation, Radbolt generated. So this one I want to make here. And then I want to set some wheeze around this thing. Preferably more than one, but let's see how many we can find. So this one, as you can see here, so you can select the direction. I guess no direction is selected right now, but if we get Radbolts that went through here, then I either want to shoot it this way or diagonally back, and I think I'm gonna do that. So we're gonna go this way, so it shoots back in this direction, and that should be okay. Yeah, let me see that we dig out a bit more. Yeah, that's nice. We have two more wheeze here, so we're going to dig through here. I guess this is all snow. We need to dig that up as well. And then we can, with a ladder, make it a 6. Typically there's some granite here. Salt, ice. Do we have anything? Salt, snow, ice. Sandstone. Let's use sandstone, I guess. It's the closest by. Now we make a ladder here, and then we're gonna dig up both of those as well. And this here I want to have all as a 6. We have 3 ward seeds. We also see we have a cool slush geyser here, which generates polluted water at -10 degrees. So this is very nice for cooling as well. We're going to dive into that at a later moment as well. So we have some renewable water. It is idle right now, so it's not dormant. So this will erupt at any moment. Anyway, we have 3 wheeze seeds, and now it's time to give them a spot. Let's start with making mechanized airlocks, because I want to be able to turn the wheeze on and off. Wheeze go into a flower pot, these planter boxes, and if these planter boxes do not have a floor, then the plants in the planter box will stop working. Doors count as a floor, but if the door is open, the floor is gone. So you can actually have a floor that you can control whether it's there or not. We had 3 Weezwards, so I'm gonna make 2 of these doors, one there, one there. And then we're gonna add some planter boxes on top. I'm gonna make one there, and one there. And then we can start with a surrounding wall, I guess. Let me see. I'm gonna make like this. I guess that is all. Yeah, let's make it like this first. And then we're gonna make some intelligence here because yeah, this one we can set to diagonally up. So this will shoot there, there, and if this is full, it will shoot back. And then we're gonna make some intelligence here, some automation. Actually, I already said at the start we need some extra automation. I think maybe we can get away without this, but I want to make it fancy. Let's make it fancy, and for that we need things. So as I said, it takes a lot of power, 480 watts to generate Radbolts, and if this loses power, then it loses Radbolts that it collected very rapidly. So you see a Radbolt generation. At 50 Radbolts, it shoots the Radbolts, and it will be caught at the study here. If you have no power and you have Radbolts generated, they will disappear very quickly. So that's something that we don't want to happen. And therefore, I actually don't want to put it on my main grid. Also because it uses so much power and we have all these simple 1000 watt cables. So we're gonna make a separate grid. So I'm gonna make a smart battery. And I'm actually going to put the smart battery up here. And we're gonna make some mesh tiles here. Leave it here for now. Gonna make a ladder so we can go up there. Like that. We should be able to build all of that. And then in order to fill the battery, we're gonna need some additional power. So we're gonna make a coal generator and we're gonna set it up here. That is something that I don't want to have built quickly. So let's put it here. Because this is going to be so radioactive, we also need some layers of insulation, and that's why I'm making these insulated tiles to protect us a little bit better from the radiation coming off of this contraption here. We could already do these two. Yeah, and then for the cables, since we have a separate power grid, and this is not that much power that we're drawing here, we can do this with a simple cable. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do this. And I'm gonna put that on the line. That's it. Oh yeah, I can prevent this from being built by not by putting it a low priority, but by not having a floor. That also works, of course. As for automation, let me see. We have 2 slots on this material study terminal. We have a input slot here, which turns this input study on and off. But I don't really see the usefulness of that, so we're not going to use this one. But this one sends a green signal when the storage is full. So when this storage is completely full, I want the generation system here to stop working. So I want to turn this off, and this here also has an input here. If it gets a red signal, then I disable the building. So we have green signal here. If this is green, I want to make this red. The thing is, this only sends a green signal when it's completely full. Once our duplicant starts working here, it immediately is not full anymore because you start using radbolts. So yeah, there's a couple of things we need to do. First of all, we need to go from green to red in order to control that. So we have to have a NOT gate. So let's put that here. And then, because this is going to immediately switch, I want to also have a filter gate, but we're going to do that once we've researched that. And of course, this smart battery needs to be connected to this coal generator. And we're going to do that via automation as well. And because I need all this area where we also want to control the doors and stuff, I don't want to just cross through here. So I'm actually going to make this automation wire all the way around here. So we're gonna make it like this. Because here this is also going to be all insulated tiles in order to capture, to prevent the radiation from coming out. Alright, we have research completed, so let's go into automation. We got our gates now, AND gate, OR gate, buffer gate, and filter gate. And in order to get this right, so again, when this is full, it sends a green signal. And then when a duplicant starts working here, it immediately sends a red signal. And this red signal we turn into green. But this green signal should not immediately be converted into a green signal to continue. So we need to have a filter gate which says it will continue outputting a red signal if the green signal did not last long enough. So we want it to basically wait a bit first. So we're going to add this. We're going to reverse this like so. And then we need some extra automation wire, which will go from here and also into there. Let's not do that just yet. So let's make a wire here. So this will be green. And if this is green, we want these doors to be closed. This door should be open if this line is green. So we need to reverse it. Let's make some cables through here. And we need another NOT gate here. Like so. Then we can move a line through there, I guess. Like this. I hope this doesn't open the doors already. Oh, we can work with this. This is fine. So I want to make these cables already. So yeah, this is already going to make sure that this here is working. What I also want to do is when this is generating radiation, I want to actually close the door. And again, we have this here. If it's green, it's open. So we need to, again, reverse it. And we can use this line for that. Or we make another reverse gate. I think I'm going to make another reverse gate because we want to also have this door open if a duplicant is in here. So I don't want to lock in a duplicant. This is to open if this is red. So we need to have a NOT gate here. Let's immediately put that in, a NOT gate, or if a duplicant is in here. And we can see if a duplicant is in here via a, where is it? Duplicant motion sensor gate. And we can aim it. We can put one here, which covers these 4 squares. So let's put one there. And then we have to put something else here. If we put it here, then it will cover everything. And I think also, yeah, it also covers this spot. So I want to have another one here. Of course, these cannot float in the air, so we need to close off this, this wall here. So let's make those two also mesh tiles. And then we also need to connect those. So what did I say? So either this is off or there's a duplicant. Then I want to have a green signal. Yeah, I need to have an OR gate. So this is OR. So we get either here green, which means this is off. Yeah, okay, I'm getting there. If this is off, then this will be green and the door will be open. So let's connect this as well. Actually, should I already connect this? I don't want this door to get locked already. So let's wait with that. That will be the last bit. So the door should be green, open if there is a duplicant, and this sends a green signal when a duplicant is there. So we can just connect those. Automation. And if you connect 2 lines here and one of these is green, oh, we don't have refined metal anymore. That's nice. Are we making not more? Yes, Devin is working on it. Good. All right, we have some more refined metals. So these 2 lines, if one of them is green, the line will be green. And then we have to go to this OR gate, which I guess we have to do like so. Let's go like this. I don't know if it's necessary, but let's just go like this. And then like that. This is looking really complicated, but I'm pretty sure this is correct. So let's let them build this, the rest of this stuff. Then we're gonna enable this coal generator to fill up the smart battery, and we can also set this to 95 and something like 50. Oh wait, I totally forgot to look here. Oh, we still have oxygen in here. Nice. I guess we're not going in here that often. How far are these with reproduction? 59, and we have a 12% chance, and we have 22 and 50%. Okay. Alright, I don't want to put in the reservoirs just yet because it's gonna be very cold. Let's build these here. And I guess after that we can build another layer, at least for most of the parts. Don't know. If we inspect this, we get a data bank, but we cannot demolish this, huh? No, this requires demolition, which we don't have. Anyway. Guys, why? What? Is that all built as a 1? Okay, that explains why they weren't working so hard on that part. And this is not full, so this is sending a on gate here. So the filter gate, it's set to 5 seconds. So 5 seconds after this goes to red, this will be enabled. That's a little bit short, so I'm gonna set this to something like 125-ish. So once we're working here, typically we will use up all the radbolts, and while the duplicant is here, this will all be turned off. So all the automation is in now. So if a duplicant goes in here, this should go to green, right? Because this is green. We can try real quick. So Devon is busy. Who can I borrow? Let's just leave it for now. Oh yeah, when I deconstruct this one duplicant will go in. Automation. I have duplicant in here, so the door would be open. That's perfect. And then I guess I can actually already connect everything because we don't have power anyway. So this can be connected to this. So this is now enabled. And we can start putting in. Wait. Yeah, we can put the Weezwards in now. This, plant, copy settings, there and there. Let's set them to a higher prio, so this will be done all quickly. Now we can also see, yeah, it's very shiny here now. And now if we connect the doors here, then our doors will open, right? Our doors will open, I said. Our doors will open. Why are the doors not opening? We have a not red signal close and lock. Wait, did I mess this up? Oh yeah, this should be closing indeed. Okay, I guess this is just going to run now. But we don't have power, so nothing happens. What I can do, I guess in here, everything is okay now. So we still have some radiation on the outside, but we're trying to knock that off with extra tiles. And once this gets power, we have 1060 rats per cycle. That's crazy. That's a lot. I don't think that is correct. I guess I want to have an override to open this door in case of emergency. I just want to be sure I don't lock in a duplicant. So we're going to set up a switch here. Then automation wire like this and like that. And I guess then we're done, and then we can start adding power to the system, and then it should start generating radbolts. I guess we can build those 3 now at the same time. And then we should have the radiation relatively good contained. Still, at this spot, it is barely safe, so I don't want Devon to get radiation sickness, so that's why we're turning the system off once we have the radbolts that we need. Anyway, it is time to add this tile here, and I guess we can also put this tile. It's a little bit higher than this here, but it is what it is. But yeah, we've opened this door now. Let's close it. As you can see here, we are not full, which means that's also to an 8. We want coal in here. Yep, and here we go. So now we have power, and now this is collecting radbolts close to 90 per cycle. And at every 50, maybe I should set this to 51, because we have some loss once it shoots, but at every approximately 50, it will shoot radbolts here. And once this is charged up, we should see the system stop. But let's go back here when we get there. Let me see the radiation overlay. Yeah, we have still a little bit of radiation here, but I cannot do anything about it just yet. Once I can demolish this here, I can close this further off. But yeah, this should be a pretty nice system now in order for us to get this yellow science. So here we are back with our first shot. We should be at 51, and now boop, there it goes in here, and we see that we have 50.7 radbolts in here. It's still not full, so our automation still says red, which means that this stays running and the door stays closed. So let's wait for the next shot, and then this system should go to the off state. So here we are at the last second shot. I set it to slow speed so we can see, oh, some flew through and some shot back here. The system turns off and the door is open, and now radiation is all gone. So it's safe for Devon to now start using these radbolts. So let's start doing that. I want to probably go for the steam turbine solar panel. This stuff is very nice to have. Actually, it might actually be nice to have the glass forge first. So let's do this. Then I set this to the maximum priority, so Devon should always use this first and only this one. Let's see what is going to happen here. So Devon, where are you going? Where are you going, Devon? Let's go here. And we should see, once Devon starts working, this will turn red. Yep, and then this filter will wait until we've used up some of these radbolts. As you can see, it's relatively fast. We're at 91, 90, 89, etc. And this should be very nice. You can see the filter gate is still running. It'll take a while. Let's set this quicker again. Yeah, the filter seems like it's long enough. 50, we're halfway through this, and this is almost halfway, so yeah, that seems very nice. Okay. It's using up all the radbolts, which is perfect. And now he's eating. Ah, that's a little bit of a shame. Anyway, we got 9 out of 20, and soon this should jump to green. Now we're producing radbolts again, and the door is closed. So yeah, a little bit of shame of the last 7 radbolts, but it is what it is. Frankie was hungry. Anyway, that is this system, I guess, as good as ready. We have a safe system in order to do some radbolt science, yellow science, however you want to call it. And that is basically what I wanted to do in this episode. So if you liked it, if you want to see more like this, mini tutorials, it's basically something like that. How to build some stuff that is automated and nice. We're getting close to the really automated stuff, so I really like that part, to make some complicated systems like this. If you also like stuff like that, make sure to subscribe to the channel, give me a like, comment under the video what kind of system you would like to see next. Of course, I'm only at the start here at cycle 58, so super complicated stuff we cannot find, but you can make proposals for far into the series, I guess. Anyway, that was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next episode.